Hi, hi, happy Monday. Happy May 1st, everyone. Welcome. I am Meredith. I'm here with our message, yes, for May 1st. Please allow myself to introduce myself. Yeah, one of those moments. All right, what are we doing? We're tuning into the energy atmosphere with the Everyday Witch Tarot. We have some really interesting cosmic soup going on. The sun's in Taurus, the moon is in Virgo, Mercury's in retrograde, and Pluto today joins Mercury in retrograde. So back in March, Pluto moved from Capricorn into Aquarius. It had been in Capricorn since 2008, I believe. And I don't know if I have that date exactly right. So do check with your most favorite astrologers. Anyway, it had been in Capricorn for quite a long time. And it moved into Aquarius in March. What does that really mean for us? It means that the depth that Pluto brings is moving into a sign in Aquarius where there's more of a global consciousness, a global awareness, we'll say, innovation for the collective, perhaps. And this being an outer, distant planet, a slow mover, lots of development takes place behind the scenes in connection to Pluto. Pluto rules Scorpio, as well as, and Mars rules Scorpio. Scorpio is like the only sign. I think it's the only sign that is ruled by two planets, definitively. And at the end of the week, we have, on Friday, we have a lunar eclipse taking place in Scorpio. So think about that, folks. We're talking about our most deeply intuitive, sensitive, and intellectual signs in Scorpio. And we've got its ruling planet in retrograde, and we have a lunar eclipse taking place. Lunar, go deep with the moon. Whenever we see the moon card, we're talking about things rising to the surface. So it's a unique pairing with the eclipse in Pluto being retrograde, because much of what's taken place in the last 15 years for us in the realm of change, we are going to be seeing tangible evidence of it rise to the surface. Now, keep that in mind when you consider the readings that we've been having. What a fantastic season of manifestation we've been in for an extended period of life experience, and how often the cards have been having us take a look at our center and our harmony, our inner unity in our divine feminine, divine masculine, living from our heart-mind connection. We've had a lot of influence there, and rightly so, especially in this astronomical climate. So do check some of this out for yourself. I think that a lot of the other readers, astrologers, have some valuable information. And, if I don't find any valuable information for myself, well, we'll just record readings over it here on this channel. All right, let's go. Our first card, what do we have? Ooh, Ace of Wands, a fiery start for us with the divine and cosmic gift of passion, fire, creativity, ambition, motivation. So this is an interesting card, especially in light of what I was just speaking on. This is us taking action, and maybe some fresh action on some of the alchemy that's been taking place below the surface, behind the scenes, the changes that we've been dreaming awake. So we have this powerful Aries, Leo, Sagittarius fire card here. And where are we directing our attention? What are we bringing our passion to? I feel like these are the questions on this card. It's followed by, look at this, the Eight of Wands. Ooh, swift moving energy. Excuse me. Look, this little character on the card is stirring up a tornado with the Eight of Wands. It's incoming information. I feel it is divine information, so it will come to us through our intuitive gifts. Wherever your intuitive strengths are, look to those gifts. What are your clairs, right? And how fantastic is that? What happened with that tornado? Well, it created a tower. Okay, so we have some groundbreaking intuitive awarenesses coming into our waking consciousness. We're becoming aware. That may be the divine and cosmic gift of the Ace of Wands, because it ignites our fire for what's taking place on our foundation here. And go deep with this too, because again, we're talking we're speaking of deep change with Pluto and the energy of Scorpio in this oncoming eclipse that the lunar eclipse on Friday. So these cards are inviting us to go very deep with ourselves. And I feel, this character on this card here, you can tell that her wand is in part responsible for the energy channeled through it, Ace of Wands over here, that created a tornado of energy, information, experience, action that created this tower moment. So what I feel is this is more like an eruption. So a tornado type energy may have taken it down, though it feels like an eruption, like something's going to rise from underneath this rubble with the tower. And I feel like Pluto's bringing it. Okay, yeah, here's the Strength card. Oh my gosh, I do not know where this came from. I'm not saying it's my guides, but it's like, tighten up your girdles. That's what I heard. Whatever's holding you together, tighten that up. I don't even know. Okay, here we are with the Strength card. Beautiful, right? Because this is us in our heart-mind connection and being courageous about that. Because maintaining our heart-mind connection and going out into this big wide world and bringing yourself there takes great courage, when a heart-mind connection can have us feeling somewhat vulnerable, because we don't necessarily show up with the popular opinion, right? Because we're not commiserating, conversing on misery with, or communicating misery with other people. We may be showing up, shining our light, being our bright, loving selves, and everyone looks at us like, yeah, who are you? That's the kind of strength required in an energy atmosphere that looks like this. And for those of us that have committed ourselves to making great change on our foundation and allowing our depth to rise to the surface, vulnerably so, that takes some strength. I wanted to say something else. I'll keep it clean. Oh, look at this. Here's the Chariot. Look at the major arcana here. 3 of them right in a row, with the Tower, Strength, and now Chariot. As I share with you all so often, I crack a book on tarot frequently. I have my own intuitive read on these cards. I know front to back many of the most traditional meanings of the cards, and I often find myself that unpopular one with a differing opinion on what the cards really mean. And this is what has happened recently for me with the Chariot card. So traditionally speaking, it is a card of dynamic movement, taking action in a dynamic way to go in a direction that is really fulfilling. There's rarely any hesitation over doing just that in the Chariot card, though oftentimes we see the card in stillness, not actually in movement. And usually there are sphinxes. One is black, one's white, or there is a combination of black and white on the sphinxes that are pulling the Chariot or intended to pull the Chariot. And This spoke to me the other day. All that black and white showed contrast for me. So the charioteer is the child of the emperor and the empress, as most of you are probably familiar with at this point. And so this character is absolutely loaded with great parental influence, wouldn't you say, between the empress and the emperor? And this character is going to blaze their own trail. Now, they're going to encounter contrast, and I feel that having the strength card behind the chariot, and these are consecutive cards, number 7, number 8 in tarot, having the strength card at the back of the chariot here shows that we have the strength to navigate our own contrast. And isn't it unique to encounter that with Mercury in retrograde and Pluto now in retrograde? We're going to be taking a look, Scorpio, at our shadow side, the depth of ourselves, the aspect of our inner relationship that we rarely share out loud or in front of anyone else. So that's where the strength card comes in. That's where we get the fire and the passion to take down the tower and allow something to emerge from the depths. Thank you yet again, the energy of Scorpio and Pluto here going retrograde. And what are we going to do when we go into those depths but bring everything that's there right out into the light of day? How fantastic is that? So we're going to want to move swiftly through some of this. So 8 of Wands, a swift moving energy, the Chariot, a swift moving energy. We're going to want to scream through some of it because, yeah, it's a lot, right? And there may be parts of it that we don't even want to look at ourselves. So here again, the value of the strength card showing up in the reading. This is followed by, look at this. Oh, how amazing. Well, not only another major arcana, but the card consecutively that follows the tower. Here's the star. How beautiful is that? So see, this is one of the gifts of going deep within your own self relationship, churning up everything that's below the surface, bringing it out into the light of day, rising up through kind of this hole in the ground with the tower, holding an Ace of Swords in our hand, which, by the way, added to the 8 makes 9, which means we're closer than we even know to completion and fulfillment of something exceptionally important to us, because it's connected to our depths in this current energy atmosphere with this oncoming eclipse, the one we just had, and now Pluto retrograding back to Capricorn. So the sign of Capricorn, we're talking the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, right? Where we're bringing all the earthy signs into this depth. So this is all transformation through the energy of Scorpio, transformation through the eclipses, transformation on a personal level, which again speaks to vulnerability, but we're bringing it to the surface and the planets are helping. Yes. And what is the star card but a message of keep the faith? So you want to take a look at experiences in your life that have been many years in the making, in the development, in the healing, perhaps. For some of this is a profound message of letting go of all the bullshit relationships in our life, the people that we've had contact with, that we have allowed influence in our world because of where we were and what we were doing. So we can do this with gratitude and grace and ease and dignity and integrity and all of that, because it's not to put a shadow on the less than favorable experience. It's really to put the light on the less favorable experiences, because those are the ones that have strengthened us in a tremendous way that creates an incredible ripple effect. And it's a ripple effect of change, which is the alchemy that's rising out of this tower and in this retrograde climate. Oh gosh, yes. And look what accompanied the star with the 3 of Swords, pain, loss, and sorrow of the past. What have you turned that into? What kind of divine alchemy has taken place that has allowed us to see the gift of our 3 of Swords? We've all got a story. We've all got a story to share there. And these are great moments for us to step back in our self-sovereignty with an attitude of appreciation and gratitude, and allow this divine cosmic eruption to take place, because I feel it's bringing us our deepest and innermost answered prayers. Whoa. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Sweet. There's the Queen of Swords. I like seeing her here. We've got divine feminine self-mastery energy. As I've shared with you all often, I feel she's all heart. She and the King are both all heart. And it takes their reputation for being somewhat bitter, cold, calculating even, to navigate our way through everything that's in our depth, so that we can bring it to the surface on the Strength card and then be dynamic in our world. This is stuff we all talk about with one another, and this is all the stuff we so-called hope for. I say keep the faith for. It's rising here in this current climate, and we're showing up like a Queen of Swords, ready for it. Strong, brave, discerning, harmonized. Then we have the Seven of Wands. Excellent. This is a card of actually seeing the bigger picture, right? So Six of Wands, you come home from the battle in victory, right? And success with vitality, vibrancy, and fertility. And now you got to put all that to work. You may be met with some conflict, so you have to see the bigger picture, Queen of Swords, and make ruling decisions for your own self in navigation of what you're being met with as it rises from your depth. And you're going to need your intuition, and there's the Queen of Cups. What a wonderful combination here, because she's going to keep her eye on what is of the greatest value and what does it take to bring us closer to what we nurture in our heart-mind connection. Yes, and by doing just that, we create an opportunity to celebrate in great happiness. This is followed by the World. See, reward of all of your prior investment. You can take a look at the last 15 years of your life while this movement with Pluto is taking place, and garner your gains over that. So go deep, folks. Yeah, because you're building something that lasts, that you have been deeply committed to. Hierophant. It's your magic coming awake in the world. Magician. All of your prayers being answered. Nine of Cups. That creates the everything card. 10 of Coins. Wow. Okay. This is one of those readings you're going to want to bookmark and save and come back to. I have a feeling you're going to want to come back to this probably in October, when Pluto moves back into its stations back in Aquarius. Okay, tea leaf, fortune cards. Ooh, we have, if I can get a hold of it, butterfly. A change for the better. How cool is that? Wow. Ooh, and then we have egg. I like this. Okay. Success. I'm having a challenge to read it at the moment. Success assured with good plans and hard work. There's the World card right there. See, that's the reward of our investment. Oh my goodness. Seriously, just peeking out of the deck. Look at this. October. Wow. Card witching. You can't make this stuff up. That's awesome. Okay. Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Gosh, I feel the tower there. I feel like that's why we've taken the tower down. We've had that message repeatedly for many months that we've been chipping away at the foundation. And what's it all about? It's all about your success. Angel answers. Great deck to ask questions of if you've got one or two. Get confirmation. A fresh message from your own guides, angels, ancestors. Yeah, you know, the helpful people. There are helpful people everywhere. Look to your tribe. And listen to your intuition. There it is. Like we needed more confirmation of that. Queen of Cups. This is all up to you. So trust yourself. Queen of Swords. Beautiful cards. All right, final word on the reading. Sacred Traveler, Oracle. How is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Yeah, that's a sweet message. All right, everybody, happy Monday. Happy May 1st. Happy eclipse season. Happy Pluto retrograde. Woo! Peace, love, joy. Namaste.